Hello, welcome to Stories About Life podcast. Doing something a bit different, and we have a guest here.
Hello, I'm a guest.
I saw this thing on Try Guys where they do something called vlogging, so as in podcast and vlogging. So I wanted to give it a try because today I wanted to talk about how my husband here, David, and me, Sue-Ann, came into sort of becoming amateur animal rescuers. I wouldn't want to label ourselves that way. We're not professionals.
Yeah, we're not.
We just do what we can. I mean, we have injured ourselves multiple times, so we don't recommend trying it at home. But we just wanted to tell the story of how it all started.
That bird just pooped as it flew overhead.
Yeah, the joys of nature and animals. Anyway, if you're curious, we're actually taking a walk in our neighborhood. And that is how it all started. We were taking a walk. We try to keep fit and healthy. So there was a period where we tried to go for walks every day.
And this area was just first open, right?
Yeah.
It was still
And-
not really developed yet.
And so we walked in an area where they just started building the houses, and a lot of construction was still going on. Well, it was kind of like simmering down already, right?
Yeah.
So, and then it was open to the,
But was it really open, really?
Yeah,
I
it
thought
was-
it was still gated, right?
uh,
That area over there.
not really. So we're talking about that area. It wasn't totally gated. I think it was still like there was a pathway.
Yeah. There was
So
a path.
it was kind of like open already to the residents to walk through. And so we did because we wanted to get out the steps in Kepo cheese. That's busybody for those who don't understand Malaysian
I thought
slang.
your audience were mainly Malaysians.
Yeah, but you never know. You never know. I have friends overseas, so.
Fair point.
Yeah, so we were walking, and there was we like to look into people's houses. And then since it was a new house, we were really like looking in, exploring, taking our time, and then we came across a house. It was still empty because this was the new area, and
Which house was that? Was it this one or?
no, it was right at the
Right at
end
the end.
toward the
Oh yeah.
last
yeah.
part. So we were walking and we saw who did we see first? We saw a female dog
Yeah,
first,
female
right?
dog with three very scruffy.
Yeah,
looking,
so it
pups.
was we saw this it was like a white dog with brown patches, and it
And
was
two-
so friendly.
Yeah, and two white
She
dogs.
came up to us, was like, hello, like really like sort of jumping around us as well, right? And
But still, I think quite hesitant, like unsure
yeah,
at the same time.
yeah, and then I think we saw her first, and then suddenly we saw one puppy, and we were like, oh
No,
my
I saw
gosh.
two puppies.
Oh, we
I
saw
thought
two puppies.
Or was it three?
It was two at first, and
Okay.
then as we got closer, it was like it became three. So there were two white puppies and one brown puppy, and the brown puppy kept jumping up to nurse on
The mother dog.
the mother dog. So we figured that's the mom. It was really cute, but we also were like, oh no, so kasian.
Yeah, quite beautiful.
Yeah, we were wondering whether
I think at that time there weren't people around, and we were quite concerned that who's taking care of the dogs.
Yeah.
'cause they look kind of malnourished, especially the pups.
Yeah, and because they came out of the house.
Yeah, and it's a gated area, right? So it's not likely for people to come in and out.
Just dump
yeah.
a dog with
Or
puppies.
people to come in to actually, at least good Samaritans to feed the dogs.
Yeah. So I mean, the only people would be us, the residents in the taman lah. So we were concerned, and then was it that day we met the papa bear?
I think it was. Yeah, it was the same day because we came back in the evening.
Yeah. So we
brought
went
some
back
food.
home. Yeah, we figured we'd get them some food, and we came back in the evening. We were hoping that they won't be there anymore because that means someone's taking care of them. But they were there, so we gave them food.
They were seeking refuge in one of the
the houses.
vacant houses, right?
Yes. So we fed them.
This was the house.
No, it's not. It's the other end.
No, I mean this was the one where we saw Mama Bear and the 3 pups, right?
No,
This one
further
here.
down. The very last one.
I thought it was here first of all because I mean that was the very first encounter we had with them. It
Oh,
was here,
okay,
and
yeah.
the pups were actually playing here on show
Yeah.
this one. No.
I don't. Well,
Okay.
someone's moved in already, so I don't really
Yeah.
want to show the house. But yeah, we are passing the first house that we saw them. So it's like the first house of the row, and I think they ran out, and they followed us, right? They followed us down to the end.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, then that's when we saw the puppies, I think.
No, I recall it was his house. We saw the 3 pups here, and the mother dog was quite hesitant to approach us, but she was very friendly. She was like, "Can we trust? Can we trust these 2 folks?" And then she kept trying to come close and then running off, and we did like that, right? A few
Yeah.
times. And I think we had this conversation: should we come back and feed because otherwise, who is actually going to take care of them? So we came back in the evening, and I think it was one of the houses in the middle here. And then that's when the
thought-
papa dog came.
Yeah, I thought Papa Dog was only the end house, the last house.
It was here. It was here.
Okay.
In the middle.
Because I remember the photo of 5 of them was at the end lot. Yeah.
Then we moved to the end lot because we were there.
Well, we
feeding.
haven't told, so when we came back in the evening and then we were trying to feed them, that's when we saw
Ew.
a 5th dog, which is the father, we're guessing,
Yeah.
of the pups. So,
No, it is right because same.
I mean, at that
same-
time we were guessing.
okay.
Yeah, so just to put it simply, we named the father dog Papa Bear, the mother dog Mama Bear, and then the 3 pups have their own names as well later
friends
on.
named them.
Yeah.
Shout out to Nina.
So the hungry one, the brown one, we named Kambing, which is goat. More specifically, I think our friend was thinking of, she was the pup was the color of a roasted lamb. It's a female, by the way. And then the 2 white ones were both male, and we just named them, and Sonia helped to name one of them
Oh, yeah.
Papito, and I named the other one Milkis.
And this was the house.
Yeah, but it's someone's house now, so maybe I'll show the side of it, not the front.
But we were quite surprised how they got in, right?
Yeah, this be the
It was
interesting
the
part.
construction site. They dug a hole underneath the
Yeah,
what do you call that? The barrier,
Ye-
the fence.
we're coming up to so how did the dogs even get into the neighborhood, right? So I'm just going to quickly show you where the house was so that's the house that we saw. We saw the pups, and they mainly hung out at this house, and then we figured out where they were coming from.
Is the hole still there?
Yes. So where did the dogs come from, right? It's a gated
Oh, it looks
community.
patched up.
Yeah. So there's more construction going on here. So there was a little hole down there that they were crawling through. It's kind of patched up now, but yeah. So those who are listening in on audio, you can't see it, but essentially there's a construction area where there's a gate, but there's some soil under the gate, so the dogs managed to, particularly we suspect it was Papa Bear, that dug a hole and came to the house to seek refuge. And at first we thought, oh well, we can just continue feeding them. But at first we didn't know what to do, right?
Yeah, and
So-
then I think also there are some people in our neighborhood who are not particularly happy about.
Oh wait, yeah, before that.
Okay.
So I didn't know what to do, so I took a photo. We didn't know what to do, so I took a photo and posted on social media saying, oh, would anyone want to take the entire family? Because we thought as humans we never want to separate a family. So we're like, can someone just take all of them? I didn't get any feedback, any comments, any advice. So we're like, okay, I guess we'll just continue to feed them and see how it goes. Maybe someone else will know what to do. So we continued to feed them, and then we saw in our neighborhood chat that someone took a photo, shared in the neighborhood chat, and said that we shouldn't be allowing stray dogs to just roam in our neighborhood, and someone should call the town or city council. And that's when we panicked, right? Because we actually reached out to shelters asking, do you have the ability to take all of them? And they were like, no, that's really hard. But they just said, please don't call the city council, because the city council has no resources to take them in and might just shoot them dead. And we're like, but they're just puppies, like that will be devastating. So we panicked when we saw in the neighborhood chat someone wanted to call the city council, and we're like, oh no, we really have to do something. And so also contacted our neighborhood vet and asked, like, could you send people to help us bring them in?
Yeah.
But I remember then after we made all those calls, then we came and visit them again. Then we saw the neighborhood manager. He kind of like manages maintenance issues and stuff. So
we were quite afraid that perhaps he was, trying to do something to dogs, like capture them or what.
Yeah, we thought that he would complain to the city council, and we were like, oh no. And so we came up, went up to him, and we're like, oh.
And we just strike a conversation and asked.
No, before that, and just as he turned around, we saw in his hand was food, fried chicken. KFC, and he was feeding the dogs. And we were like, wow. Maybe for context, should we share that he is Malay, and usually in the culture,
the culture is not particularly fond of dogs.
Yeah, I mean there's certain rules and whatnot. So we were quite surprised that he was feeding the dogs and I think he had no issue like being close to them and stuff like that. And so we're like, oh, you feeding the dogs? And then he said, yeah, I've been feeding them for...
Yeah, he feeds the stray cats as well.
Yeah, he feeds like all the stray
loves
animals.
He's got a heart for strays.
Yeah, so he said he's been feeding them for like months or something. Yeah, and he told us why they were at that house. It was because there used to be a contractor who was working on that house, and he was feeding Papa Bear, and that made sense to us why Papa Bear saw that house as a refuge. And what happened was the contractor finished his job, and then he just went off, leaving Papa Bear there. So we said, don't call the city council. And he's like, oh, I'm definitely not calling the city council. And we're like so relieved.
And then we started to make plans about capturing them, first of all, to give them to the vet, because I think the pups didn't look particularly healthy.
Yeah, but the vet, the assistants came, very kind of them.
Yeah, they couldn't catch any dogs.
But they couldn't catch them because it's an open area. And it was a new house, so there's like no gates or anything. So they ran, especially Papa Bear. So we learned this about male dogs. They run first before they fight.
Especially if they can smell that cage is the cage that the vets.
It had too many
dog
different
smell.
Different scents, and so they weren't able to catch everyone, all of them. But at the end, because we were using like dog food and treats to try
and we had friends to come over and help.
Before that, you managed when the vets came.
Oh, okay.
Remember, Dave here managed to capture one of the dogs,
the
pups, because she was the greedy one, Kambing.
We trapped her into one of the houses.
Yeah. So we brought treats and food, right? And she was the only one who was taking the bait because she's a greedy, hungry little pup. And so we managed to trap her in one of the corners of the house, but she ran into the drain.
Yeah.
And Dave went running after her into the drain, and then he did this thing where he was being really like calm and soft and gentle. He was like, it's okay. And then Kambing was all like so scared. But in the end, Dave gently picked her up and put her in the cage that the vets brought. And so she was the first one.
I think it took about how many months to capture all of them? About maybe 2 months?
Yeah, about 2 months. Also because we didn't have the car for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
But then we were like, oh dear, we can't do this alone. It's very, very hard. So Dave hatched the plan. He was like, let's gather some support from our friends and networks. So a lot of our friends, shout out to our friends who came, and each one of them have a story as well as to who came and how they were captured. Before we get into how each of our friends and the stories of how we managed to get all the dogs under the care of the vets, we want to mention why we decided we had to take it into our own hands. Because I was having conversations with the shelter, and they were telling us about how many dogs they have. They're like 100 over dogs in the shelter.
Yeah, and they don't seem to have the capacity to help us physically and perhaps mentally as well.
Yeah, financially also, in a sense. Space-wise also is difficult. So they were telling us that they can only take in wounded or injured animals because they already have 100 over dogs in their shelter. And I think I reached out to other shelters who just didn't even have the capacity to reply me. So I came to realize that we
had to do it ourselves.
Yeah, like all the shelters were overwhelmed, and
I mean, it's not easy also. We kind of understand what they had to go through.
Yeah, and in some ways these dogs were human friendly. They were easy to catch and they were not injured. So we figured maybe this is our role, and they have crossed our paths, and this is it's almost like our fate.
Destiny, yeah.
Destiny.
It was fated, or you could put it that
way. Fate to help them and make sure they go to a safe place. And also we figured that if neighbors are already complaining, we gotta do something quickly, otherwise they won't be safe. Otherwise, no, we would.
And I think it took a while to capture all the dogs because they kept running away from us. So it took a while to build trust with the animals, and yeah, but it did work out at the end. So we just realized that having some kind of compassion helps, with winning them over, and that's what happened.
And you want to share the story of how each dog, because we reached out and it was really kind. So what we just asked our friends to do is if they could just come by and help us like build bonds with them, because maybe we didn't know it at that time, but actually each person builds bond with a different dog and different personalities, so we just say come over, play with them, come feed them. And so a few of them came, and who was the first one? We got Milky's first.
You had Nina, you had Sonia, and
Ben and Lena.
And Lena.
Yeah.
Tracy also came, I think.
Tracy definitely.
Helped
Tracy helped with the first.
I
Was
think
it Milky's?
No, it was not Mama Bear.
It was Milky's. Yeah. And she was so kind. She even prepped her car. She put newspaper line her car, and she brought gloves and everything, like just to prep and food as well. So we sat there trying to feed them at the house, the vacant house. But at first we were about to give up because I think they could sense we were trying to catch them. So they were like, come, eat a little bit, then you run away, eat a little bit and run away. So we were kind of going to give up already. But then Tracy built a bond with Milky's. He started to trust her and take food from her. Did he run around? Or we
Of course, They all ran.
I can't remember.
They tried to escape. And I think same house, right? But
yes.
at the corner.
Yes.
There were three of us just trapped in the corner.
Yeah, he didn't want to come into the house at all.
Paralyzed.
Yeah, and we put him in Tracy's car because he happened to just be there, and into the carrier, and he peed.
Yeah.
He peed in the carrier. Poor boy, he was so traumatized, so scared. Then we brought him to the vet, and he didn't want to come out of the carrier. When the vet went in to get him, he screamed bloody murder.
Yeah.
He was like,
until he became so blue.
Yeah. He sounded like a banshee or
Banshee.
It was like the whole vet could hear him. Poor boy. Then when the vet checked him, his gums were all blue because like all the blood drained out of him, being so scared. But yeah, he got treated. And then the second one that we managed,
I think it was
Papa Bear, right?
No, wait. Yes.
Yeah, Papa Bear.
I think that was with Lina. Lina was there.
Yes.
She came up with some concoction.
She brought liver.
Yeah, she brought liver. Yeah.
Yeah, and he was very tempted because he's the one that we said will run away.
Yeah.
He was very tempted by the liver, but at the same time very distrusting, and his usual defense mechanism is flight. So he kept running back into that hole toward the construction site. And so we had to go up all the way to the hole and then put the liver.
Lure him back into the house.
Yeah.
So that he can't run around.
Yeah.
So we caught him. And I think I caught him as Lina was feeding the liver, I went behind him like very slowly and I just sat on him. And then he was like, what happened? And he tried to escape, but I was just grabbing him and just like tied the collar around him. Yeah, then that's how we caught him.
Yeah, but it also took some time to get to know each dog's personality in
Yeah.
order how to catch them, because Papa Bear took a while to build his trust for him to get closer, because I think he saw that we came we came every day
1,
to
2,
feed them,
yeah.
and so he saw that the rest were eating, so he came closer. And there was just one day where he let me pet him while he was eating, so that was
Then the
pretty
third dog
amazing.
is Milky's, right?
Yeah, so
No.
yes, yeah, it was Milky's. Yeah,
1, 2.
Mama Bear was the last one. It was
Yeah,
just
she
two
was
of
the
us.
last one. Okay, yeah. Wait.
Sorry,
the-
Papito.
Papito.
So Papito was
That's
with
Tracy.
Nina.
No.
Milky's was
Mil-
with Tracy.
Okay, Milky's
Yeah.
Tracy. Then Nina was with
Papito.
The one she did like the what you call it?
Yeah, so just for context, Papito is also very shy. He's like his father. He runs away.
Yeah.
And
He went into the drain and
yeah, he went into the drain. Oh, we didn't show you the drain, but there's like it's called a drain. It's like a man-made river, but actually it's a drain.
Sewage, right? It's a sewage.
Yeah, it's actually a drain that they make it look really nice, like a river.
Yeah. So he kept seeking refuge there.
Yeah, so he actually went all the way down, and we can't follow.
There were a
him
few
down.
times, right? He did that. Then we just gave up.
Yeah,
And
we
then-
wanted to give up.
No, I mean we gave up a few times. And
Yeah.
then we came back the next day. Went on like that, and then I think Nina came and she helped. We just lured him slowly.
Yeah, we slurred him one kibble at a
Yeah.
time, and like, okay, get closer,
Yeah.
like sort of a trail to it
Yeah.
to get him
And then
closer.
he smelled that we were trapping him in a corner and tried to run away. And then Nina was like running around with
Yeah,
her arms
yeah. So
spread.
Nina used the body like a
Like a
American
fence.
football player.
Yeah,
Oh
then-
no, like a basketball player,
Yeah,
right?
then-
The defense.
Then he got so scared he ran back into the same house again.
Yeah.
Where all the same family of dogs got captured.
Yeah.
And then over there, we trapped him in the corner, and I think he was also yelling bloody murder.
Yes,
And then
yeah.
we just caught him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Poor
So that
boy.
was
So
an
that
experience.
was Papito. So shout out to Nina for that one.
And then
Because her reflexes were really quick.
Yeah.
Like if not, because he was like she darted back and forth, and I think he got confused, and then her reflexes were so quick that he got trapped. So yeah,
And then the last dog,
was Mama Bear.
she was a handful.
Yeah.
Very hard to capture, and she kept.
Although she was the friendliest, but
Yeah, but she.
and we thought it should be easy. That's why we didn't ask for any help. We thought, oh, we'll just go get her. And she actually didn't come back to the house, the vacant house, because I think all her puppies were gone.
The whole family's gone.
Yeah.
Like kidnapped by UFOs.
Yeah, we felt really bad, but we're doing what we felt was
Yeah.
safer for them. And then so we had to look through the construction gate, and I remember seeing her like seeking refuge in one of the like this tunnel thing.
I mean, it's the what you call that? I think it's a drain, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they didn't install the drain
Yeah.
yet, so she was seeking refuge. in
Yeah.
it. So
yeah.
we called her over, and then she came.
Yeah.
We gave her some food, and
Yeah.
then we learned a lot from the experience of capturing the other four dogs. So gently, we went behind her, put the collar around her with the leash, and then she tried to escape, but we got her in a
Oh
sense.
yeah, it was really hard.
And then
We
we-
borrowed the collar, the
Yeah.
leash from the vet.
And then we put her in the car, and she was so out of control. She was jumping from the
She's
back seat.
never been in a car, and so
Yeah.
she would kept jumping, trying to escape. Because as we drove past in the neighborhood, she is like a taiga like the big sister of the neighborhood. We actually see her like walking around to the other contractors and stuff like that, and just stand next to them like she's the woman in charge, the lady in charge. So I think as we drove past all these familiar spots, she kept like
Yeah,
like
she was
whining.
just whining and
Yeah,
whining.
like she's like, no, I know those places. And then we came to one spot where she always would accompany the contractors, and she tried to jump right out the front window.
Yeah.
because she didn't realize it's a window where you can't go out. She thought she could just jump right through, and then Dave was panicking because I was in the back and I couldn't control her.
Yeah,
And we
so
had to stop the
we
car.
had to stop the car. It was very dangerous because
Yeah.
her paws were all over the steering wheel, and I just couldn't
Yep.
lock. So yeah, but anyway, we managed to get her settled down at
Yeah.
the back, and then brought her to the vet where everyone got reunited again
Yeah.
in the
But
vet.
and Mama Bear was in contrast to Papa Bear, which is why we didn't expect her to act
Yeah.
that way, because Papa Bear sat so comfortably in our boot.
He's such a good dog.
Yeah, it's as if he's been in the back of a car before, like he's been trained or domesticated before. So we did not expect that of Mama Bear, and hence why we
Yeah.
were so unprepared. But now we know that's why they have special cars where there's the
Special cars.
yeah, like Ace had a car where at the back it's
okay.
like you can't
It's like a KN9 unit.
yeah, they can't jump to the front of the car where the driver is because it's really dangerous.
Yeah.
So they were at the vet for how long?
For a very long time. Then
Yeah.
we were paying out of our own pockets as well for
Oh
the treatment.
yeah.
It was expensive, but
Yeah.
I think then, I mean, that was not the end of the drama. Let's just fast forward a bit. Then we tried to find homes for them.
Yeah.
And
We
asked
were
people, we exhausted our networks. And
spammed everyone.
but we found this very, very kind woman. So, Wendy, if you're listening to this, thank you so much for hosting the, for fostering or hosting or taking rehoming the dogs. Adopting the dogs, yeah. And she took all 5 first of all, but one day I received a call and she said that the neighbors are complaining
wait,
about...
no, she didn't take all 5.
Oh wait, sorry, yeah. My aunt took Kambing, the brown dog.
Yeah, because she was the first one and then she was the first one out. So we didn't want to have to make 2 trips up to Wendy's place.
Yeah.
So
she took that dog.
At first, Kambing was being fostered by David's aunt, and then she fell in love with Kambing, so she adopted Kambing, and so the other 4 dogs were taken in by Wendy.
So Wendy one day called me and said that neighbors are complaining about the
Mama
dog
Bear,
because she was going out on the streets, just lying down on the road and just yelping in the middle of the night.
Howling.
You're right. She
like
was
a werewolf.
very distressed and perhaps not her environment.
Yeah.
So then they were like, what do we do? Should we send to SPCA or something? And I said to Sue that perhaps we'll bring her back and think about who else can rehome. Where can we rehome? And then our landscapers, like nice guy, he said, yeah, just put her in my nursery, and we did that. So this mother dog, Mama Bear, is like a interstate traveling dog. She's from Malacca, go to KL, and then back to Malacca again. And I think now she's back in Selangor, yeah.
Yeah.
So she's been traveling up and down a few times to finally find a home. But at the end of the day, I think we're happy that all of them got rehomed.
Yeah. The problem with Mama Bear, she's used to being able to roam and walk around. That's why she couldn't stand like just being in the house. So where even with the landscaper, because he can't allow her to roam all the time, and she didn't want to stay in the cage. So he managed to find his aunt who has land that is safe for Mama Bear to roam around.
She's been renamed, right?
Yeah, but Bobby. Mama Bear is Bobby now.
Mama Bear is Bobby. Kambing is now Phoebe.
Yeah.
We don't know about... Oh wait, the other 3 dogs have been renamed as well.
Yeah, but we don't know their names now. But so these were the 5 dogs that started our...
We started our... not to say interest, but started our...
Experience,
yeah. And I think it became a thing where we were like, I think there's something we can do about like
Yeah,
I don't know how to finish my
I
sentence.
feel like they've touched our lives and we realized that yeah, they're just
We could do
innocent
something about it,
beings
yeah.
and we can do something about it. Probably we were quite lucky because they were human friendly. And secondly, why again I have to emphasize, it's not that we can
we
rescue
it's
every
not really
single
our-
animal
Yeah.
on the street. It's just that for these ones, they were under threat of being probably shot by the city council.
Yeah, exterminated.
Yeah, so that's why we made moves. Otherwise, there are plenty of strays that we just feed but don't rescue or take home. Yeah, and I understand better now why the shelter that we reached out to said they only take injured or wounded animals, because it's just relentless how many lives out there that are out on the streets or abandoned, but we only have so much capacity.
Yeah.
And
Today, how many animals you have under your name?
20.
Yeah, 20. I think about.
Well, under my name at the vet, I'm not sure if it's 20, but I keep a list of all the ones we have rescued.
But 18. Actually, Lucy and Fura also rescued, right?
No, they were just adopted from.
Okay, yeah.
Actually, it was Harry that we forgot to talk about Harry.
Yeah,
he
so
was just
18.
behind us just now. Probably Harry was actually the first one,
I think that
but
will be another story.
yeah, another story.
For another time.
Or Harry, I named him Harry Mao.
Yeah.
He's one of our cats, and
I think these animals.
but he was easy, so yeah.
Yeah, these animals led us down this path where, now that I guess we changed our vocation in our careers, we have more heart space and mind space to think about questions and issues like this, like what can we do, right? And yeah, so I mean, it's not something we say that we are proud of being like animal rescue. It's just that we just do what we can, right?
Yep. In essence, we hope that story, as scuffed as it was interesting for you, and hopefully, if you are thinking about helping or contributing to animal welfare in some ways, inspired you. So that's it for today's episode, and thank you, our guest David, for contributing, because my memory is not the clearest, and so that was helpful. And we'll see you in the next episode.
Bye-bye.